Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle of Adriii. Today we have a super awesome video. It's going to be baby registry hacks. So I'm going to tell you guys a ton of tips on just overall baby registries, where I went, what I put on them, how I liked it, all the goodies that I got from them. And yeah, so let's get started. So the first piece of advice that I have is to start super early. I would do it when you're about 7.5 months. I wouldn't go past 8 months because you have to think babies come whenever they want. So just plan that whatever your due date is, the baby will come 2 weeks early. No matter what, set that as the date where you want to be already set to go. So big reason why I say to plan for your baby coming 2 weeks early is because of this. One, you never know if they are going to come early or not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they come late, but just to be safe, plan that they're going to come 2 weeks early. And whatever that 2-week mark is, that's when you should set your baby shower, and then you'll get an idea of when to post your registries. I wouldn't have your baby shower any less than 3 to 4 weeks away from that 2 week before your due date, because you just really want to make sure you have everything dialed in. If you need to make returns, you have time to make the returns that you'll need. You have time for things to come in the mail. You have time to set up and nest, and that's just a really good benchmark date. Also, you want to be considerate to your guests. You want to make sure that they have enough time to go out and shop. I know people are busy, or honestly, sometimes you just forget and the baby shower's coming and you're like, crap, I have to go get their gift. I've done it. I'm sure plenty of you have done it. It happens. So always give them a good amount of time to go out and get whatever they want to for your baby shower. Another big tip is to give your guest options. Make sure that they have multiple options. Maybe some stores aren't as accessible as others. Say you have family that lives out of town or they're just unable to make it. Amazon is a great one because they can literally ship it straight to your house. You can do shipping through Target and Buy Buy Baby and all other registries. However, Amazon is just the most well-known, and it's one that everybody uses. Everybody uses Amazon, and most people have an Amazon Prime account. Make sure that you guys give them tons of options. That way, if they can't make it or say there's a store not by them, they have multiple places that they can go for you. Make sure that you really do your research. Really look into products that you want, products that you don't want. I will give you guys some just honest truth. A lot of people will buy the brands that they know. Yes, they will look at your baby shower registry, and yes, they may say, oh, she really wants this expensive $10 bamboo shampoo, whatever. Chances are, if they're a little more old school, they're gonna buy you what they know, and that's a safe bet just for them. So you're gonna get a lot of the random generic stuff, but always make sure to include the things that you really want, or products that you want, shampoos, diapers, etc., on your registry. Another thing too is to make sure that you have all of the necessities on there. I don't think you should go absolutely crazy on your registry. Don't put a $400 bassinet on there. Chances of someone buying that for you are very slim. Just really on those registries, make sure that you have the necessities dialed in. All your hygiene kits, all your clothes, make sure that you have multiple sizes in clothes. I know one thing for me, I did get a lot of newborn clothes. While getting those newborn clothes are really great and really helpful, they outgrow those so freaking fast. So fast they outgrow their newborn clothes. So always make sure that you have multiple sizes on your registry. Include a lot of 18-month clothes, 6 to 9 month clothes. I know it sounds crazy, but after you run through your baby shower stuff, those are the things that you're really gonna need, and usually the things that you don't have at that point. I'm not knocking having big luxurious items on your registry at all. Maybe some families can afford that. However, my family, nobody could really afford a $400 bassinet if I put it on there and wanted it. Nor would I really want any of my family members to spend that amount of money on me for a bassinet that I wasn't going to use for a long time. Just try to keep your registries reasonable. Put some luxurious items, like maybe your parents want to go in on that, or you have family members who want to go in on one of those for you, but try to keep in mind that people are going to be spending their hard-earned money on these for you. So have practical things, and also I would rather get everything that I needed as opposed to some really luxurious item. When it comes down to it, all those little things that you really absolutely need. When you don't have those, it's gonna be really hard. It's hard to remember what you need with a newborn because you're so sleep deprived. So just get all your T's crossed and your I's dotted before you go into those super luxurious items. But it's also personal preference. If your family can afford it, amazing, awesome, that's great. Mine couldn't, so that's just how I kept my registry. Okay, so one thing to double check on your registry is hand-me-downs. If you know somebody that has any hand-me-down products, like say they have a pack and play that's in good condition that they're gonna give you. In my case, one of my close friends, family members, had a high chair for me, a really good brand high chair, a Boon. I still use it to this day actually for Hutsy. But yeah, and I took that and that was something I didn't need to worry about. Do your research on family and friends and see if anybody has some hand-me-downs they don't need anymore, and that's just one less thing that you can take off your registry and add something else on. So make sure that you don't want to double up too much on products that you already have. So like I mentioned before, do multiple registries. Trust me no matter what, 100%. Trust me 100% on this. Trust me, you have to have multiple registries, and here's why. One, you get so many amazing products. I had so many freaking knickknacks and samples and things that I was able to try from all the registries that I did, and I loved it. So the registries that I did were Babies R Us, which is no longer around, sadly. I did Target, and I also did Amazon. Amazon has a spending requirement. I think it's $30 before you can actually get that box in your hands and sent to your house. You have to spend $30 from your registry, but when you walk into Target and do it, they give you a goodie bag with tons of coupons and samples and stuff like that. When I did Babies R Us, they also gave me one at the end of my tour scanning session. So I'm gonna post pictures as well of all of the stuff that I received in my welcome boxes. Right here, I will put Target, and now Amazon, and we will do the Babies R Us, and I'm not sure, miscellaneous. The one that I did not do was Bye Bye Baby. Where I live, there's the Bye Bye Baby, but it's like 40 minutes away from my house. So one, it was just out of my way, and two, where most of my family lives, it was also out of their way. So that's why I say to make sure you have multiple to see what's convenient for whoever is shopping for you. So they have those options. Make sure they have really good return policies. So this is important because if there is a brand that you really want, or say your baby has a really bad reaction to one of the lotions he gets or one of the body washes he gets, you're able to go and return those and exchange those. You're not losing money. You don't have to throw that product away, and you can make sure and get a product that works for your child. Dude, babies are fucking expensive. I feel like my baby is like a little piggy bank walking around, and every time he walks, it's like ka-ching, 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 money falling out. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Seriously, they're that freaking expensive. So any little bit counts. So make sure that you really don't waste any product, you're not wasting money, and you're not wasting the opportunity to exchange something that you want. So Amazon, if it's ordered through your registry, they have a 90-day return policy. Amazon is really good with returns in general. You just have to call them and they'll have that info from the registry. Your family or friend, whoever bought that, will never know that you returned it or exchanged it. And in exchange, they do give you an Amazon gift card so you can buy whatever else you need. Bye Bye Baby as well has a 1-year return policy. I'm not fully sure on the whole scanning process with that, if you need the gift receipts or if they can just scan your registry, but that is their policy, 1-year returns. Now Walmart is a little more strict. They do have a 90-day return policy, and they do need a gift receipt or a regular receipt to go ahead and make that exchange for you. However, I believe Walmart and Target do diaper box exchanges no matter what. I think you just have to show your ID, but they don't need to have a receipt with them. They just have to be completely unopened. So if it's an unopened diaper box, they will exchange that for you. And the last one, Target. Target has an amazing return policy. They do it for up to 1 year after your due date. So not at the date of purchase, but after your due date, which is really helpful. It gives you enough time to figure out what products you like, what products you don't like. One thing that I liked is you don't need a receipt. So if you go on your Target registry app on your phone, there is a barcode on there. And if you hit make a return, a barcode will pop up. So all you have to do is go to Target, say, hey, I really didn't like this lotion. It gave my baby a bad reaction, or I just don't like it, and I want to exchange it and return it. They will say, okay, can I see your registry barcode? You give them that and they scan that. As long as that item was in your registry when you made it, they can return it or exchange it. So that's why I say scan a lot of things and just mention the products that you really want to your friends and family. Target was my #1 return registry that I I used. I did it all the time. I mean, having a new child is a learning process, so I was constantly learning as I went and figuring out what I liked, what I didn't like. You guys, diapers are so freaking expensive. So if I had like 4 or 5 lotions, you don't freaking need that. It took me 1 year to go through one big bottle of lotion for Hudson. So I would return all of those and put it towards diapers. Diapers are like 40 bucks a box just for Pampers. If you're buying something more like 7th Gen or Honest or anything very eco-friendly, they are way more expensive. So use all those little returns that you're not going to use. 4 packs of Desitin, you don't need that shit. Like, you don't. So make those returns, take advantage of it, and learn as you go. Another thing is the samples in there. The samples that you get are so phenomenal, and there's so many uses for them. One, they're good to try out products, and also they're really good if you run out. So say you run out of shampoo and you forgot to go get more. Hey, happens. We're all new parents. It's hard. Even if you're not a new parent, it's hard. Say you run out of shampoo and you're like, crap, I don't have any more baby shampoo. Dip into all those samples that you got, and that's your time to try one. That did happen to Hudson one time. I used the Honest shampoo for him, and one time I totally ran out and I was like, crap. So I went and figured I would try the Dove Baby. However, nothing knocked against Dove. This is just personally what happened to my son. It burned the crap out of his eyes. He was crying, he was screaming, he was saying, ouch, ouch. And I don't know, maybe it just wasn't as, maybe it just wasn't as like, not harsh, or there's just something in it that kind of hurt him. Or maybe there was just something in it that just didn't work well with him. It really burned his eyes. And I knew from then on, like, cool, I never have to buy this soap. I don't have to use any of these bottles. I can use them myself. I mean, they're baby products. They're fine for me. But I know for him, they're just a big no. That was really good to learn, really good to see. I never used it again, and it was really helpful. Another thing is traveling. When you're traveling or you're going somewhere, those little sample bottles are perfect. Usually you get laundry detergents and stuff in there as well. So if you're going on a big family trip, you can just bring 1 or 2 of those. Babies take up a lot of space in general, like having to bring a large amount of diapers for a baby when you're going somewhere, even for the weekend, kind of sucks. Takes up a lot of space. So any little space you can save is great. And those shampoo and conditioner bottles and soap bottles and whatever the heck. So that's it, guys. I think baby registries are awesome. Take advantage of everything that they offer new parents. Take advantage of those samples, those little travel sizes that you get. Take advantage of the opportunity to try the different products. Make sure you give your guests a good amount of options. Follow those return policies and you will do great. If you're becoming a new parent, congratulations. This journey is beautiful. It's scary as but it is so beautiful. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and send me a message. My email is in my channel, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for coming back to Lifestyle of Adriii. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for me, and I post every Monday. I will see you guys next week. I'm your girl Adriii. Thanks for joining.